And good evening, everyone. It's playoff Friday night here in the state of Tennessee. My name is Stan Gerard, the voice of TCA Athletics. Diamond Dave McCulley has the night off. He has duties with Bethel. But tonight, it's the TSSAA Division II Class A state semifinals. And it's your TCA Lions traveling to Nashville to take on the Eagles of Nashville Christian. It's been raining off and on all day here. The field looks in fair shape. I can look up into the lights and I can see the rain falling. It's not heavy rain. Don't know what kind of effect it's going to have on the game, but will make things a little bit slicker, so to speak. There's a few spots in the field that may look questionable, but I can't tell whether it's rain-induced or whether it's a wear and tear on this facility. But we're 27 minutes away from kickoff of this ball game. And, folks, let's get right down to it. TCA comes to this ball game. They are 10-2 overall, and they are the number 2 seed out of the West region. The Lions are on a 9-game winning streak. Last week they beat Middle Tennessee Christian School by a score of 49-0. TCA is in its 31st year of varsity football. Overall, they are 173 and 178. Tonight's game is the 353rd in school history. This is the 4th appearance by TCA in the state semifinals and their first state semifinal while in Division II. Our opponent, Nashville Christian, is 11-0 on the season. They are the number 1 seed out of the Middle region. They are on a 21-game winning streak after beating JCS last week 42-14. Nashville Christian began its football program 49 years ago. They are 303 and 256 overall. Tonight will be the 560th game in Nashville Christian school football history. Nashville Christian is a 2-time defending state champion. Previous history between these two ball clubs. Tonight is the 6th all-time meeting between TCA and Nashville Christian. The first game was won by Nashville Christian way back in 1995 by a score of 18-12. The only TCA win in the series was in the 2004 Blue Ribbon Bowl in Columbia, where TCA shut out Nashville Christian in a defensive struggle by a score of 3-0. The last meeting between TCA and Nashville Christian was in the playoffs at Trinity Christian just a couple of years ago. Many players on both teams tonight played in that ball game. As you folks all remember, that was a game where Nashville Christian escaped the clutches of the Lions by a score of 35-28. Taking a look at the head coaches for tonight's ball game, Darren Bowling for TCA. It's his 34th year as a head coach. He's 263 and 120 overall. He's 24-10 at TCA in his 3rd season, and he is a four-time state coaching champion, all 4 of those coming with Union City. Jeff Brothers has been the head coach at Nashville Christian for 23 years. He's 186 and 98 overall, and he's 156 and 50 at NCS for the last 16 years. He is a 2-time state championship coach. So, Jay, 2 coaches in this ballgame with 6 state championships between them. The coaches know how to get it done. These players, well, they know each other. They remember each other from 2 years ago. These seniors, a lot of these seniors on both teams played in that ball game 2 years ago, and we look for a rock'em sock'em game tonight here in the city of Nash Vegas. Again, my name is Stan Gerard. Diamond Dave McCulley is on assignment with Bethel. We wish he could be here, but we know he's checking in. He's on the air right now with some Bethel basketball broadcasts. We're going to take our first time out, and when we come back, we'll tell you about other games in West Tennessee. You're watching the Countdown to Kickoff show, and we're back after this.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau
Have you
agent.
ever thought about real estate investments or purchasing a home? Are you tired of dealing with the headaches of managing your real estate portfolio? Cornerstone Realty has you covered. We can advise you on anything real estate related. Your property, our priority. Cornerstone Realty and Property Management.
And welcome back to Nashville Christian High School in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm Stan Gerard. We're just about 22 minutes away from the start of tonight's ball game between your TCA Lions and the number 1 ranked and defending state champion Eagles of Nashville Christian. There are a few other ball games involving West Tennessee teams, and let's take a look at them. In the other Division II Class A semifinal, USJ 10-1 is at Providence Academy 9-2 in a ball game that is being played at Middle Tennessee State University. Division I quarterfinals, McKenzie 11-1 is at Richland 10-2. In the Division I 2A quarterfinals, East Robertson is at Huntington. East Robertson 12-0, Huntington 1-1. Jay, that's going to be a slobber knocker there in Huntington. East Nashville makes the trip into Milan. Nashville only 6-5, and Milan's 11-0. But don't let that East Nashville 6-5 record fool you. They played an absolutely brutal schedule all year long. In Division I 3A, Dyersburg is at Covington tonight, 8-4 versus 11-1. Covington's going to come away with that one. And a game that I'm going to find interesting, Jay. Memphis Melrose 10-1. They travel to Westview at 11-0 to take on the Chargers. I think that one's got an interesting dynamic going on. It's going to be interesting to follow that game throughout the course of the night. In Division I 4A, Springfield 11-1 makes the trip to Medina to take on South Gibson at 9-3. South Gibson got a tough road to hoe in that ball game. Springfield awfully good. And 5A football, not that really many miles from here. Centennial 6-5 is at Henry County 8-3. Remember, Henry County off to a rough start to start the year, but they played so well towards the end of the season. Last week in the pick'ems that we've done all year long, I was 16 out of 19 for 84.2%. And for the season, I am 177 and 209 for an 84.7% average. We're going to take another timeout. When we come back, you're going to hear the words of the head coach of the TCA Lions, Darren Bowling, right here on the Countdown to Kickoff pregame show. We're back after this.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
H.C. Phillips & Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our Foundation Benefits with High Interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
TCA, as a private league school, has never been the state semifinals.
Yeah, it was a big win Friday night. MTCS is a good football team, well-coached team, and like we talked about pregame, they're a smash mouth team. They like to run the football, and we kind of proved to them early in the game that wasn't going to happen, and they kind of abandoned that and went to the passing game a little more. Quarterback, he's a good-looking kid, throws the ball well and runs it well. It's hard to tackle, and so when we put them in that mode and they started throwing the football, kind of got them out of their element a little bit, and we kind of got out of control at that point. We were able to take control of the game.
Coach, looking at Friday night, a tall task, number one Nashville Christian, memory serves me correct, 21 straight dubs, last year's state champion, and and the 8,000-pound gorilla in the on the field, Curtis.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, hey, what more you need to get excited about, right? I mean, this is a big week, great week, fun week for the guys. True competitors, they love the challenge, and I think that's where we are. I think at this point in the season and through the playoffs, the tougher the competition, the more exciting it becomes, and so it's been a good week for us. Been an exciting week. We're had a really good practice week, and so it's time to go out there and take care of business.
Coach, we was talking off mic earlier. I was looking at some stats from their current stats and some stats from the game 2 years ago, and their top 8 stat guys this year all played in the game 2 years ago. So they got a lot of athletes from that team returning, as does TCA. So these are a couple teams that know each other, and the deal is, Nashville Christian's really only been challenged twice all year. I don't know how many times last year, but TCA is a team that they know in the back of their heads pushed them to their limit, and quite frankly, in my opinion, should have had the game, but they know we pushed them real hard.
Yeah, it was a good game a couple of years ago, and there are a lot of returners from both sides who remember that game, and I think, our guys, of course, hopefully learn from it, and that's the thing you want as a team, is that they learn from the losses and from the bad things that may happen and take place. I think we've done that this year, I think, as well, and the couple of setbacks we had this year, I think we learned, and that's what makes you a better team, makes you a better family when you go through things like that together and have to work it out among yourselves, and I think our guys have done that, and they've kind of made a vow to each other this season, that they're going to do better than that, and they're going to continue to get better each week, and we have, and so I'm proud of these guys, and I'm excited about getting the opportunity to watch them play.
Kendall Boyle went down last week in the ball game. You took him out of the game. The good news is, I saw him walk on the field. I asked Kendall, "You ready to go?" He goes, and just gave me the nod and a little fist bump. So good to see him back in the lineup.
Yeah, that's a situation we didn't want to take a chance on anything last Friday night. Like I said, we were in control of the game at the time, and so, well, not at the time of the injury, but of course shortly after, and so we didn't want to risk putting him back out there and trying to save him for this week and next week, and so You know, he's had some time to rest, time to ice it and everything. He's fine, and so he, you know, should be his normal self.
You know, looking at this ball game, obviously a high-powered team, and really it's only the TCA faithful that are giving us a chance in this game. What do you say to the kids knowing, you know, they're out at Kroger and Walmart, wherever, and people may come up to them and say, boy, you don't have a chance, but knowing in the back of our head, we've got a great chance in this ball game, and we know what we can do, and we've just improved. You know, since week 2, we've just been mauling people, so to speak, for the most part, and I don't think they know what's coming.
Well, we got good guys, you know. I mean, I love these guys, and you know, they play hard, and they do everything in their power to you know, try to get better each week at their positions, and it's been fun watching them grow in their positions. And these seniors, it's been fun watching them over the past 3 years as their head coach, maturing in the game and understanding the game, and you know, they're smart, you know, so we got a smart team, and not easy to fool, as we've talked about with Gabe and some of them before, and so you know, hey, the naysayers are going to be the naysayers. That's always the case. You know, you're always going to have those guys, but I stand by my guys anytime.
You let me take care of the naysayers.
I hear you.
You know, Coach, keys to victory against Nashville Christian.
You know, again, as I've said in the past, we need to be clean on both sides of the football. Play with class, play clean, and you know, we need to take care of the ball, and defensively we need to just go out there and hit them in the mouth, and you know, make them change the game plan a little bit.
Coach, I'll end this interview a little bit differently, the same by just making a statement to you. There are 3 things in this world I believe in: God, my team, and my coach.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Let's go get him. That's the head coach of the TCA Lions, Darren Bowling. You're watching the Countdown to Kickoff pregame show. We're back after this.
I appreciate it.
A play.
Hi, I'm Stan Gerard for your local Food Right. Food Right is the home of the butcher. Food Right is proud to sell certified Angus beef. It's the very best there is. All of our beef, signature pork, and chicken products are cut and packed fresh daily by our in-store butchers. To feed your family well, Food Right, with 11 locations across West Tennessee, is where you need to go. Have a great day, everyone, and much more importantly, God bless. And welcome back to Nashville, Tennessee and Nashville Christian School. My name is Stan Gerard. We're just about 9 minutes away from the start of tonight's ball game between your TCA Lions and the Eagles of Jackson Christian School. There's other games in the state going on right now. We've already got
some scores coming in on the statewide scoreboard. We'll give you those scores. In the second quarter, Meigs County leads Gatlinburg-Pittman 14-7. Greenville over Anderson County 7-0. Sevier County 14, Lincoln County 7. Knoxville Halls leads Knoxville Central 7-0. That's an upset alert early on in the game. Alcoa leads Red Bank 21-0. Other scores that we will look at here will include Coalfield. They're already up 34-0 over Sale Creek. Coalfield 10-2, Sale Creek 11-0. Tyner Academy just scored. They lead Giles County 14-7 in that ball game. That's already in the second quarter. All these are on the east side of the state, and they're on fast time right now. Nothing else has started in the state of Tennessee. Other games involving West Tennessee teams: McKenzie and Richland, Dyersburg and Covington, Centennial and Henry County, East Robinson at Huntington, East Nashville at Milan, Springfield at South Gibson, Melrose at Westview, and USJ at Providence Christian Academy. That game being played at Middle Tennessee Christian, or at the MTSU Stadium in Murfreesboro. Well, the teams are in the locker room getting final instructions from the coaches. Let's take a look at some of the stat comparisons for this ball game. Taking a look at rushing yards per game. For Nashville Christian, they average 209 yards a game. TCA 191, competitive there. Passing yards a game, they're doing 190. We're doing 154. Total yards per game, Nashville Christian averaging 399 yards a game. TCA averaging 345 yards a game. So statistically, it's a couple of fairly even teams. It is Nashville Christian averaging 52.5 points a game. TCA averaging 35.6 points a game. Leading rusher for Nashville Christian is TJ Ward, number 10. He averages 114 yards a carry. For TCA, it's Owen Atwood averaging 79 yards a carry. Passing yards per game, Jared Curtis, the Georgia signee, averages 185 yards a game. And our own Owen Atwood averages 134 yards a game. Total yards per game, Jared Curtis leads in with 236 total yards a game, and Owen Atwood leads TCA with 213 yards per game. Highest score for each team, TJ Ward, the running back for Nashville Christian, scores about 14.2 points a game, and our own, the little general, the G-man, Gabe Lee, scores 10.5 points a ball game. These teams have two common opponents. TCA beat Jackson Christian 31-28, and it was Nashville Christian beating Jackson Christian 42-14. Donaldson Christian played both teams, and it was Nashville Christian and TCA obviously winning those games as well. You hear the horns as the Nashville Christian faithful are blowing the horns. We're about ready for the captain's meeting. The captains for Nashville Christian are Jared Curtis, Brian Holt. Number 68 is Dalen Hunter, and number 8 is Colt McClary. For TCA, it's Hank Miller, number 22. It's going to be number 0, Owen Atwood. And let me see the other two captains for TCA. They're kind of blocked right now, but it looks like for TCA, the big man Boyles is the other captain. I cannot see the other one at this particular point in time, but the officials are going over the final instructions, and we're just about ready to get the action on here in Nashville, Tennessee. Well, Nashville Christian has won the toss. They've elected to receive. TCA will be defending the north end zone, and Nashville Christian will be defending the south end zone. So TCA is going to go work on defense first, and we'll get our first look in 2 years at the Georgia signee, Jared Curtis. Curtis, 112 completions on the season, 1,665 yards, averaging 185 yards a game, 28 TDs and 5 interceptions. Let's take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the kickoff. We're back after this.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson. And we're just about set for the kickoff of tonight's ball game between TCA and Nashville Christian. I see Paige Hayes is watching that. Paige, I simply must tell you the stakes that the boost. I gotta have light. They just turned the lights off here, but Paige, the stakes that we had for the football team last night, simply outstanding. One of the best steaks I've ever eaten. And the fireworks are going off here at Nashville Christian School as the Eagles come onto the field. TCA walking on the field, as you see. There you can see some of the fireworks in the background. They put on a nice production here at Nashville Christian. Nice something to welcome us that way, isn't it, Jay? Let's see. Kicking off tonight for TCA is going to be Gabe Lee, the left footer. Gabe, a little bit stronger leg, so we're going to have him kicking that ball deep. Probably returning it for them. It's going to be Gibson and Grigsby will be the returners deep, number 3 and number 7. They're playing up. They're going to have to back up a little bit. Otherwise, they could be in a little bit of trouble. They are not respecting our kicking game as much as they should be. Well, the talking's all done. It's playoff time in Tennessee, and let's play football. Long and over and kick taken at the 5-yard line. Cuts it straight up the field, and he breaks one tackle and goes down at the 30-yard line, and that's where Nashville Christian will start 1st and 10. Of course, TJ Ward, the running back for Nashville Christian, 123 rushes, 1,257 yards, averaging 10.2 per carry. TCA will be in a four-man front. Eagles to the line, one back, two wide right, one left, and a wing back left. Pistol formation. Curtis going to hand the ball off straight up the gut, and 1 yard maybe. He was hammered on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Eagles. It was Hank Miller in on that tackle. Also, Fruel Goodman, and also in on that tackle was Big Kendall Boyle. They're in a tight formation. Motion to the bottom of the screen, and we got a flag. We'll see what the flag is. Well, if they talk nice to him, the folks here might give him a hamburger. And I will say the hamburgers here were pretty good. Not sure what that was about unless it was a clock issue. And we're ready for football. TCA, a four-man front. 3 linebackers, a couple of corners, and 2 safeties. Nashville Christian kind of taking their time coming to the line of scrimmage. And we've got a timeout on the field for some reason. I do not know what the timeout is, but let's go ahead and take a break with them. And we're back after this.
Have you ever thought about real estate investments or purchasing a home? Are you tired of dealing with the headaches of managing your real estate portfolio? Cornerstone Realty has you covered. We can advise you on anything real estate related. Your property, our priority, Cornerstone Realty and Property Management.
And we're back. Teams came back on the field. Whatever it is, they resolved it early. Oh, the clock wasn't running. That's why now the clock's rolling. It was stuck on a minute 17 or 11:17. Motion to the bottom of the screen. It's going to be sweep right. Curtis. TCA extends the play. Curtis maybe gets 4 on the play. And it's going to be 2nd and 4. Gets 5 on the play. Just a power play to the left. You'll see 3 guys out blocking here. 1 sealed the inside. They had 2 lead blockers. TCA, that's a block in the back there on number 8. They did not call. Right in front of the official. And Curtis up to the 36-yard line. How did they miss that one? Back to pass. Fires short. Complete. First down to the 45-yard line. That completion to number 7, Caden Grisby. That's a 5-yard completion. That's 1st and 10. Nashville Christian. Curtis gets rid of the ball so quickly for the Eagles. One of the quickest releases I've ever seen. Wing back to the right. Receivers split. Motion. Handoff up the middle. Breaks it to the outside. He's got yards and more. It's going to be a pickup of about 15 on the play for TJ Ward. 24 yards on 2 carries for TJ Ward. Wing inside. Nashville Christian, as you saw there, did a great job sealing off the inside, and he broke to the outside and made yards post-haste on that play. It was Lake Helton with the tackle for TCA. Now, Nashville Christian sends to the left, to the right. Snap throw, caught by Grigsby, and taken down at the 24-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of 7. Make that 7 on the play at Grigsby. 2 catches and 12 yards for Caden Grigsby. He had 483 yards coming in on the season. The little general, Gabe Lee with the tackle for TCA. Here's a look at the picture. Handoff right up the gut. TCA doing a nice job of pulling down that middle. That was Joe Cole. That was Hammerin' Hank. Look at the linebackers coming in, reading the job. Nice job by Friel, good standing up the defender there. For a TCA. It'll be 3rd and 3, 8:35 to go. In our opening quarter play, Nashville Christian on their first drive of the ball game. Trips to the left, motion to the bottom. Curtis back to pass, he's looking left. Pressure, he's going long and deep, out of bounds, and he'll bring up 4th down. The question is, what will Nashville Christian do? Will they go for it? Will they kick a field goal? Their kicker, I watched him, he was popping from 40 fairly easily. Ball thrown over the outside shoulder, out of bounds. And Nashville Christian going to go for it on 4th down. Can the Lions defense hold? Trips to the top. Empty backfield. Draw. And Jets gets the 1st down. Barely. Should have seen that one coming. About 4 yards by Curtis in the play. 2 carries, 9 yards. Oh, we should have had him there. We read him and just missed him. 55 got a late block in on Hank, shoved him out of the way. Otherwise, Hank was getting ready to meet him at the line of scrimmage. But it's 1st and 10. Ball's on the 29-yard line. Wing back to the right, slot right, 1 to the left. Motion to the bottom. Snap throw, Looker, and touchdown. The touchdown to number 10, TJ Ward, from 29 yards out. And Nashville Christian opens up first here at the 7:31 mark. TJ Ward. 29-yard reception. Here's that gimmick lineup that I dislike so much. Smallbone, the kicker for Nashville Christian. He's only missed like 3 on the entire year. Snap, place, kick. It's up. And it's good. With 7:31 to go in our first quarter of action, Nashville Christian leads TCA 7-0. We're back after this.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
7-0 Jackson Christian scores on their opening drive of the series. That was a 70-yard drive, I believe. And they lead 7-0. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Foundation Bank, H.C. Phillips & Son, City Lumber Company, Premier Dental Center, Mid-Valley Irrigation, Farm Bureau's Travis Vance, Jeremy Rasnick with Tennessee Drone Services, and of course, the TCA Booster Club, who are making this broadcast possible. If you'd like to advertise in TCA Athletics, sports ads at mytcalions.com. Smallwood set to kick off. He didn't take much of a long step. It's a high, short kick. Let me take my up man. Trying to get to the outside. That's Owen Atwood. Up across the 40 and taken down at the 44-yard line. So Owen Atwood with a nice return on the play. They're going to mark him at the 46. I think we got a favorable spot on that. Does a great job there of getting to the outside. Reached in. Oh yeah. Yeah, we got the good spot there by the officials. We'll take it, and we thank you. 1st and 10 Lions. Lee and Harden to the top of the screen. Williamson Helton to the bottom. Motion. Back to pass. Looking. Snap throw. Oh! In his hands and dropped it. Hank Miller had running room and then some at the 50, but what could have been on that play. Hank will tell you he should have had that. The good thing is I can watch the replay on the monitor. I can watch the replay on the computer. I can get it 2 or 3 times. We'll get you a score from the USJ game here in a little bit. 7:15 to go, and it's 7-0 Nashville Christian. I'd like to thank the statewide audience watching this ball game. Owen Atwood, he's going to be taken down. Loss of 2 on the play. Went for the option. They read it well. They converged on the quarterback. You're going to see we tried to go to the motion to the bottom. We had the fake handoff. Then we're going to bring it back, and they had the quarterback covered like the morning dew. On that play, the tackle was by Colt McClary. 3rd and 13 for TCA. And the Nashville Christian crowd, as you can hear, they're rocking early, and this press box is shaking. Atwood back to pass. Looking, still looking. And he's taken down at the 39. Loss of 5. Great defensive coverage by Nashville Christian. When your quarterback's in trouble like that, runners, you got to break off the ball and come back and help out. We had good pass defense there. Had very good pass defense, but when nobody's open, receivers, you must come back on the football. It'll be 4th down, and it's going to be Greg Carter to punt. Only 14 punts this year, averaging 24.5 yards, Nice kick, high kick. Going to be taken at the 36. Goes backwards. TCA strings out. Oh, that was a pretty play, but he spun and knocked himself down. Credit on that play. Hammer and Hank Miller with the tackle. So Nashville Christian will begin their second drive of the game at the 23-yard line is where they'll begin. 1st and 10. Seven to 0. Jackson Christian. 2 split left. Tying into the right. Man in motion. He's going to go out left, make it trips. Man in motion. Quarterback draw. They do it again. Oh, just went through a tackle there. Curtis is going to score from 87 yards out. Good night, Irene. Both times they've run that play, they've had one man in the backfield, and they opened it wide open, and you knew it was a draw each time. And TCA not tackling well on that play at all. Well, he's got a great arm. He's also got great legs. Quick runner. .14's the holder. Snap. Place. Kick. And it's good. 5:18 to go in our first quarter of action. And it's 14-0 Nashville Christian. We're back after this.
H.C. Phillips and Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
14-0 Nashville Christian. Tonight's pregame meals sponsor was Clay Williams and Associates. The postgame meal sponsor, Foundation Bank. Thank you to those fine folks for feeding our young men. Well, TCA had an opportunity on the first drive, but couldn't take advantage of the opportunities given them. They punted, and Nashville Christian made it look easy. And here's a long and over and kick. That's going to be taken at the 1. And taken down at the 17-yard line is Gabe Lee. 16-yard return for TCA. And that's where the Lions will set up 1st and 10. Lions coming out of the huddle. Somewhat reeling as Nashville Christian has come out and smacked him in the mouth right off the bat. Handoff up the middle, goes nowhere. Fumble. And they're going to say he was down. No gain on the play, Hank Miller. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Well, Kendall Boyle's got his twin brother lined up right across from him at center. A couple of big boys there at the center position. You can see right in the middle of your screen. Trips to the top. Back to pass, looking right, looking long. That's got to be pass interference, has hands all over him. And no call. You can see it right here, at least in my opinion. Going to be right there at the bottom of your screen, right in the middle. He's got his arms all over him. Missed that one, boys. Be 3rd and 10. TCA. Atwood back to pass, rolling right. Steps, fires, throws, and almost intercepted. Threw into double coverage there. Ball intended for Cam Harden, and TCA is going to be forced to punt. TCA reeling here in the opening couple of series of plays. Lions got to figure out a way to stop the bleeding. 21 Lake Helton, 20 Williamson.
Troy Williamson.
Helton 21, 20 Williamson.
Troy Williamson. Thank you. Right?
Roy. No. Rex.
What? Helton's number 21. Lake Helton. Right, yo, thank you.
I thought I told him 3 times. Oh, well. Live video, people want to come and talk to you. Well, TCA, they had to call it pass interference then. It's 1st and 10. I didn't see the flag. Well, we'll take it. Handoff. Atwood running to the right. Get to the outside edge. Son, no, they do a great job extending the play. He's going to lose 2. Atwood, 3 rushes, -9 yards. Had a good lead block there, but Nashville Christian, as you can see, Jay, they just did a great job extending the play with 5 people on there. 2 trailing it, and 3 right on the play. Excellent job of extending the play. I never saw the flag, but we'll take it. I guess I was right. Good job, officials. 2nd and 10. TCA's got to get a play here. Atwood, option. Pickup of 6 to Hank Miller. 2 carries, 6 yards for Hammer and Hank. Watch this. Pitch to the outside. Again, though, we got a good pitch, got some decent yards, but Nashville Christian has really done a great job of covering that play, and then we were running into the short side of the field to boot. Does not give you quite the room that you want on that play. Here's TCA, trips to the bottom. The flag was sportsmanlike, I'm told. Snap throw, looking long, looking left. There's pass interference, it's got to be. And that will be 15 yards for the Lions. Scott Kaler, thank you for checking that. Taunting after the breakup. I can see that. And there's pass interference against Nashville Christian. Boy, this is one time where I wish we had the pro rule. Thank you for that pickup. USJ 7-0. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter of that game. One of other scores at the half. Right now, TCA down 14-0. Hank Miller busting the move, got some yards, going to pick up about 6 in the play. Hank with 2 carries for 12, or 3 carries for 12 yards. There we go, pulling one guy, trapping. TCA with a good job. Great job by the pulling man there, trapping the end out there, and we pick up 6 on the play. Nice job. We're going to give him 5 on that play. We're going to say, 3 carries, 11. If you can get 5 to 6 yards of play on a run, you're doing okay. And Atwood's going to pick up about 3, but they're doing a cover spy on Owen Atwood. They're not going to let him beat them tonight. You see, they got 2 linebackers that they're doing nothing. You can see by their reaction, doing nothing but seeing what Owen Atwood is going to do on that play. And one of their linemen ended up making the tackle. They're a 3-man front now. Seven men within 6 yards of the line of scrimmage. If we can complete a couple of passes there, single coverage all the way around. Toss sweep, Hank Miller for Darren Moore. 8 yards of the pickup for Hammer and Hank. And the Lions are starting to get their feet moving. 19 yards on 4 carries. Watch the play. Great lead block out there. Bam! Gets in the first down, and then Hank Miller, like a bull in a china shop, got 4 extra on top of that.
We don't have a 20 either. Number 20. Reed. Thank you. Reed.
We told them twice. Atwood back to pass, and he's going to be taken down, loss of 1 on the play. Kind of hard to pay attention to the game when other folks come in asking you who your players are. It'll be 2nd and 12 here with 8 seconds to go in the first quarter. Is going to come to an end. Your score at the end of 1. It's Nashville Christian 14 and TCA 0. You're watching TCA football on the TCA Broadcast Network.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
And we're back here at Nashville Christian School, beginning of the second quarter. Nashville Christian leading 14-0. TCA driving. They've got the ball at the Nashville Christian 37-yard line. A couple of flags have helped the TCA cause out. A couple of big boy penalties to boot. And that was Reed Williamson on that 8-yard scamper around Rigan the last time, I'm told. Motion to the bottom. Oh, what a block! Not much of a pickup, but I want you to see this block again. Reed Williamson again on the run, and look at this block you're going to see at the bottom of the screen here. Coming across, bam, by Gabe Lee, clean up in aisle 3, and they're calling a flag. Was it a block in the back? Probably so. Well, I can see that call, but they did miss one down there on the first drive. But it's going to be second to country mile for TCA. They'll wipe that gang off the field. Lead to the bottom. Three-man front. Motion, 4 linebackers. Looking, firing. Across the middle, caught! And big chunks of yards, 15, about 20, 19 yards in the play. Look at TCA wide open in the middle of the field. That's Cam Helton. Wide open. And that brings up a very manageable 3rd and 6. Helton, the freshman. Or Cam Harden, I'm sorry. I wrote down my scorecard right, but I said the wrong name. Atwood back to pass, looking, rolling, firing, caught. Hank Miller picks up 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th and short. Hank was the safety valve here, doing a nice job going to catch that ball. TCA on 4th and 1, going for it here at 10.5. Huge conversion play right here for the Lions. Got to keep this drive alive, boys. We've got to keep this drive alive and punch it in early. Top of the screen. First down. Oh, no. But it is a first down anyway. Hold your horses. The fake was to Hank Miller. He had the first down. And the run was to Harden. Well, Atwood, short. Good defense. And Nashville Christian takes over on downs. Hank had the first down up the gut. Right now, it looks like they're really keying on Atwood, and so it should be hammer time. Curtis back to pass, looking long and left. Oh, what a catch. Zane Crampton. 31 yards for Zane Crampton on that play. My, oh my. He just threw that one on a dime. Here's a run up the middle. Wide open. And it's going to be Ward down to the 27-yard line. 15-yard pickup for Ward. His last two runs have been 15. He's got 3 carries, 39 yards. Flag on the field, though, so hold everything. Well, they've already moved the chains. Personal foul. It's got to be against us then if they've already moved the chains. Personal foul. TCA. And Nashville Christian's going to have it deep inside TCA territory at the 13-yard line. Ward, left side, nothing. May have lost a yard on the play. Let's see that one again. TCA did a good job wrapping that one up. And it'll be second down and 10. Wing back to the left. Up the middle, cuts back. Nice play, nice tackle. And that was, well, here we'll see it again. Snap, they double team the center. That's Jacob Joyce came in and made a great play. They double teamed Big Kendall there to get him out of the way. And so they had a hole, but Jacob read it from the outside, came in and made the play. Pickup of 1 yard, if that many. Pass, looking, and Mr. Curtis must shop at Food Right because he just got sacked. I'll try a little razzle-dazzle there. Fake the ball there. TCA did not buy on it. That's the beauty of it. TCA held their assignments, and he goes right down. So it'll be 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Well, let's see if the TCA defense can hold. Curtis back to pass. Pressure. Pressure taken down again. 2 plays in a row. Hammer and Hank Miller on the tackle for the Lions. Curtis loses some more yards. And TCA defense holds on the play. They'll take over 1st and 10. Well, I thought TCA's defense was going to have a couple of stops here. There's one. Now let's get some points, and we're back in this ball game. TCA off to such a slow start, but they started moving the ball a little bit their last time. Hank in the backfield, Harden in motion. Looking, firing. Caught! Gabe Lee! He skywalked it for that one, 8 yards. And Gabe Lee unofficially at the 900-yard mark for the season. Look at him skywalk for that one. Good job officiating. They They gave him the spot where he came down. It's 2nd and 2. Good job by Owen Atwood staying patient in the pocket and finding someone to come open. Pressure. Step up. Fires. Incomplete. Threw into coverage, but he had to get rid of it. He was pressured. Pressure came from the outside. Yeah, they still had a spy on him. They're running at least one spy on him every time one of those outside linebackers, wherever Owen runs, he runs. It's going to be 3rd and short. I'm going hammer time if it's me. It is loud here. Back to pass lines. Firing. Caught in the caught Gabe Lee. He's going to score on the bounce pass. He's going to go 66 yards for the touchdown for the Lions. Holy moly. Look at this. He caught it on the pop a la Franco Harris from the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Gabe Lee plays the power of Franco Harris and goes into the end zone for the Lions. Ball was intended for Harden. The ball tipped, and he put it up. And just like that, Jay, it's a brand new ball game. Oh, Papa's got a brand new bag. Carlson back to kick for TCA. 55 of 59 on the season. And we have a timeout for some reason. There's a timeout on TCA. And what we'll do is we'll take a quick 30. We're back after this.
Hi, I'm Stan Gerard for your local Food Right. Food Right is the home of the butcher. Food Right is proud to sell certified Angus beef. It's the very best there is. All of our beef, signature pork, and chicken products are cut and packed fresh daily by our in-store butchers. To feed your family well, Food Right, with 11 locations across West Tennessee, is where you need to go. Have a great day, everyone, and much more importantly, God bless.
TCA Lions crowd in force. The stands are full over there. After timeout, I think we were missing somebody on the field. Snap, place kick. It's good. Whew, thought they got that one for a minute. With 6:27 to go, TCA 7, Nashville Christian 14. We're back after this. Well, Nashville Christian jumped out 14-0 early in this ball game. They were threatening again when the TCA defense made a stand. TCA marched down the field and got a pass that was intended for Harden and bounced straight up in there. And a la Franco Harris from the Pittsburgh Steelers, Gabe Lee catches it and goes in the left corner of the end zone, just like Franco did for the score in that game oh so many years ago against the Oakland Raiders. Carlson to kick off now. Kick. Taken at the 17. Uh-oh. Take down the play. Fumble! And TCA recovers. That is Lee Kelton for the Lions. Hold the forks here. Oh, and they're giving it back to Nashville Christian. Can we see it one more time, please? Oh, thought we had one there. Mercy. Yeah, ground caused the fumble on that. That's a good call. Quarterback Curtis taken down after a game of about 5 on the play. Cason White on the tackle for TCA. Dadgummit, thought we had that one. Boy, that would have been a big momentum changer. Curtis in the shotgun, trips to the left or right. He's back to pass, going across the middle, caught at the 29-yard line. That is Drew Lowe. Let's see, that's 21. Boy, Curtis is just kind of slicing us up there when he wants to. Back to pass. Pressure. Coming. Sack! No, yes! And almost fumbles the football. The third sack against Curtis tonight. Hammer and Hank with the sack. Loses 10 on the play. You know, after not tackling him once 2 years ago, that's the third time we've sacked him tonight. (14-0) USJ leads 7:05 to go in the half. Handoff, Ward. No, sir! Loses 4, maybe 5 on the play. And the TCA fans are rising to the occasion. A lot of folks watching tonight. So many watching, there's no way I can even begin to keep up with them. This is a record-setting audience for a TCA football broadcast, I believe, or very close to it. And I can't keep up with all of them. It's hard enough keeping up with the action here. It's 3rd and a country mile. Empty backfield. Fake zip. Screen. Got yards, but that's not going to be enough for a first down. It's going to get him back to the original line of scrimmage. Pick up a 15 on the play. Little pass 21, Holt. But it's going to be 4th and 9, and they're going for it. Can the TCA defense hold again? Curtis back to pass, firing left. And it's a first down for Nashville Christian. Grigsby on the catch. Had him covered, but oh, mercy me. Down ball down to the 18-yard line. Receivers either side, either side, 2 by 2. Snap throw across the middle, incomplete. Gabe Lee on the coverage. Watch Curtis, he makes that move look so smooth there. Great fake. Had good protection. Put the ball on a dime, but receiver just didn't catch it. Gabe Lee on the coverage, 2nd and 10. Been a long time since I've seen a release like Mr. Curtis has. It will be back in my Indiana days. I'm thinking of a couple of modern-day quarterbacks, one from my high school. But this guy is so smooth. In zone. Knocked away. Big defensive play for TCA there. Let's see that one again. Going to the corner. Skywalk there and tipped the ball away. Rule of thumb, you want to really try and knock it down, but at that course, he extended. He got all the extension he possibly could. He had no choice but to tip it backwards. But great job of defense. 3rd and 10. Back to pass is Curtis. Pressure. Forced out. Across the middle. Incomplete. And it'll be 4th down for the Eagles. They tried a little crisscross pattern there. Came back with the post. Actually, the slant to the post. And ball intended for Drew Lowe, incomplete. Well, it's 4th and 10. They have not gone for a field goal yet. It's well within his range. 2:22 to go. So after Nashville Christian jumped out early, the TCA defense is bowed up. Curtis on 4th down. Back to pass. Firing. Touchdown. I believe that was Grigsby on the run, or on the reception for Nashville Christian. Two 4th down plays, and they come up big. There's a high snap, place, kick, it's up, it's good. 2:15 to go in the first half of play. It's Nashville Christian 21 and TCA 7. We're back after this.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
And we're back. Nashville Christian converts 2 4th downs, one for a 1st down and one for a touchdown, and they extend their lead out to 21-7. Don't know what's going on. One of the Nashville Christian coaches was chasing the official about 25 yards down the field in his ear. Don't know what that was about. And Nashville Christians, Smallwood set to kick off for the Eagles. Long kick, taken about the 7. Got room. Up across the 32, about the 32 is Gabe Lee. And that's where the TCA Lions will begin this drive, 1st and 10. Ball at the 31-yard line. TCA in their standard 2x2. Motion. Caught. Nice defense. Gabe Lee lost one on the play. He's got 3 catches for 73 yards. And a timeout on the field, timeout taken by Nashville Christian. We're back after this.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson. One of the proud sponsors of TCA football all season long is Travis Vance of Farm Bureau Insurance. Not only is he a great insurance agent with a great product, he's my personal insurance agent. I was with him in a big, well-known company, had a good policy, like my sales guy, and they did a great job. But I talked to Travis Vance, and he ended up saving me over $100 a month on my insurance, combined house and car. I said, Big T, got to roll with it, baby. Travis Vance. So trips to the left, 2nd and 11. Atwood, he's gotten to the edge. First down and more. Nice run. Pickup of 21 on the play. Seven carries, 13 net yards. Remember, he took sacks or loss of the yardage on his first three and three of his first 6 runs. So TCA moving the ball once again. Ball's at midfield, minute 46. Uh-oh, fumble. No, ball was down. Ball was down. They're going to call that a touchdown. The ball was down. That's a personal foul right there. The ball was down, I think. Let's see that one again. I didn't see that. But they're going to pick up the fumble. No, they're not. It's coming back. Watch personal foul. We missed it. Well, we dodged a huge bullet there. And to say they're calling the ball down and a turnover on the fumble. And it's going to be Nashville Christian ball with a $1:34. Just when I thought we had things straightened out a little bit, Nashville Christian is flat come to play tonight. And so far, they've done a nice job of scouting out our strengths and exploiting weaknesses. Snap throw, Grigsby to the 35. 8 yards in the pickup. 5 catches, 35 yards in the first half, 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Pressure, throws, hit, first down. Flags on the play. Let's see what we got. So far, I don't see anything. Well, judging, it's against TCA. They call a late hit on the quarterback. I'd have to see that one again. They call it because he kind of went towards the face. Well, that was not a late hit. It's where he went with his hit that caused the penalty. Went too high with it. Unfortunately, I'll agree with the call. Firing, throwing. Touchdown. "13-yard touchdown reception." Let's see who got that one. Oh, so they've taken advantage of a couple of forced errors. And here comes that Mickey Mouse. You're up 27-7, and you're running gimmick, 2-point conversions, and you're up by 20. Oh, dear. Let's take a timeout. We're back after this.
Have you ever thought about real estate investments or purchasing a home? Are you tired of dealing with the headaches of managing your real estate portfolio? Cornerstone Realty has you covered. We can advise you on anything real estate related. Your property, our priority. Cornerstone Realty and Property Management.
And we're back. Nashville Christian converts a TCA turnover and a personal foul for roughing up the quarterback. And they missed a 2-point conversion after going off that gimmick thing that we've seen several teams do, and they lead 27-7 with 56 seconds to go in our first half of play. Had a little stretch where a lot was going right for TCA, but for a good chunk of this first half, TCA has not been able to have things go their way at all. I know Coach Bowling is going to get that figured out at the half. We'll have scores from around the state and other game action coming up. Here's the kick. And it's into the back of the end zone. TCA will take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Well, with 56 seconds to go in the first half, I suspect Nashville Christian will be playing it deep somewhat. They'll be playing center field. They're taking out their big people, putting in a little bit more mobile lineup. And they'll be playing everybody off the ball, rushing 3. Now in this mess, TCA is going to have to find a way to complete the pass because they're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pass defenders. Make that 6 pass defenders and 2 spying Owen. Hammer and Hank breaks one tackle, breaks another, and he's going to pick up 5 yards in the play. Hammer and Hank. Four carries, 16 yards. Second and 5 for the Lions. 26 seconds and counting. TCA appears to be just content to run the clock down, unless Owen's got something up his sleeve. Hank Miller to the outside, first down, picks up 6 and gets out of bounds. Five carries, 22 yards. And a first down for the Lions. And with 8 seconds to go, they're a little slow getting the chains moved here. It's officials doing. They've got officials doing the chains, and they haven't worked chains all year. And so they're a little slow getting it done. Handoff up the middle. Hank going to pick up 6. And TCA will run out the first half. Our score at the end of the first half of play, well, we've got a timeout. Flag. Had to come in late because I didn't see it. Personal foul against us for what? Oh, dual personal foul, offsetting penalties. So in other words, what that's telling me is it's getting a little chippy in there. And the officials moved the stick without being told to. Not the best work by stick crew. And the first half has now come to an end. At the end of the first half, it's Nashville Christian 27, TCA 7. We'll have scores and an update from the USJ game, all back after this 2-minute timeout.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
H.C. Phillips & Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Here at Nashville Christian, where they lead 27-7 at the half. In Murfreesboro, in the other semifinal, USJ leads PCA 24-0. So it looks like with 26 seconds to go in the half, although PCA is driving. And then there's a sack on the play. USJ in control of that game late in the first half of action. And here, Nashville Christian leading by 20. And a lot of it just on gifts by TCA. TCA just did not come to play early, and it showed, and they got kind of gifted some touchdowns, and that's the difference in our ball game. Here's the unofficial look at the stats from the first half for Nashville Christian. TJ Ward, 5 carries for 35 yards. Curtis, 7 carries for 84. 87 of that was on a touchdown. He's been sacked 3 times. Excuse me. Curtis has passed the ball well tonight. He's completed 5 passes to Grigsby for 35 yards, 1 to Crampton for 31, 1 to Drew Lowe for 27, 1 to Holt for 15, 1 to TJ Ward for 29, and it's a touchdown. Nashville Christian with 119 on the ground, 128 in the air, 247 total yards. It doesn't seem like they're that well balanced, but they are. But they got a lot of those yards on that long Curtis run off the quarterback draw. But a fairly balanced attack for Nashville Christian. For TCA, Miller, 6 carries, 28 yards. Atwood, 7 carries, net 13 yards. He's been sacked several times. And also for TCA, Helton with a run for 8. Receiving, Cam Harden, 1 for 19. Hank Miller, 1 for 5. Gabe Lee, 3 for 73, including that miraculous 66-yard tip that was intended for Harden. And it tipped up in the air and fell right in Lee's hands, and he scampered 66 yards for the touchdown. For TCA, 49 yards on the ground, 97 through the air, which is not horribly bad, and 146 total yards of offense. Hank Miller, again, 6 carries, 28, and we gave you those stats. Owen Atwood, 7 for 23. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll give you scores from around the state. We'll remind that USJ leads 24-0, and it's in the second quarter of that game late. We're back after this. And we're back here at Nashville Christian, 27-7. Nashville Christian leads TCA at the half. Let's go get some scores from around West Tennessee in the statewide look. At the half, McKenzie and Richland are tied at 14. Southwind leads Collierville 21-0 in the second quarter. At the halftime, Covington leads Dyersburg 21-7. In the second quarter with 2:28 to go, Centennial leads Henry County 31-21. Somebody forgot to turn on the defense. At the half, Huntington, 11-1 this season, leads 12-0 East Robertson 21-10. In the second quarter, East Nashville and Milan are tied at 14. At the half, no score between South Gibson and Springfield. That is surprising. In the second quarter with 8:52 to go, it was Westview 29 and Melrose 6. Whitehaven leads Ravenswood leads Whitehaven 7-6. McCauley losing to Baylor 35-21. BGA over Boyd Buchanan 42-3. USJ leads 24-0 in the second quarter over Providence Christian. Franklin Road Academy leads Lausanne 14-7 in the second. And, of course, our score 27-7 Nashville Christian. And Brentwood Academy leads CPA 17-7. Let's take a look at the statewide scoreboard. Take a look at the rest of the scores from around the state. In the fourth quarter, Gatlin Pittman leads Meigs County 28-16. Greenville leads Anderson County 21-7. Lincoln County leads Sevier County 24-14. Those are all fourth quarter scores. In the third quarter, Knoxville Halls and Knoxville Central tied at 14. Blackman leads Maryville 21-7 at the half. Blackman over Maryville 21-7. Eagleton Academy 10, Bledsoe County 7. Gordonsville and Marion County tied at 14. Green Hill and Oakland 7-all at the half. That's a throwdown. Alcoa 38-13 over Red Bank. Our first final, Coalfield 40, Sale Creek 7. Our first final. South Pittsburgh leads Clay County 21-0. Tyner Academy leads Giles County 20-13. It was Tyner Academy losing by 2 to this very same Nashville Christian Ball Club earlier in the season. Other scores from around the state. It's Fayetteville and Middle College tie at 14 the second quarter. Pearl Cone up on Marshall County 19-0. Beach leads Page 14-7. And that's a look at our scoreboard. We'll give you the West scores once more. Richland and McKenzie tied at 14. Southwind leads Collierville 21-0. Covington over Dyersburg 21-7. Centennial leads Henry County 31-21. Huntington leads East Robertson 21-10. Milan and East Nashville tied at 14. No score, South Gibson, Springfield. Westview 29, Melrose 6. Ravenswood leads Whitehaven 7-6. And USJ leads Providence Christian by a score of 24-0. And that game has just gone to the half in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. We've got about 4:45 to go before the start of the second half. Let's take a break. When we come back, I'll set you up for the second half. TCA football on the Lions Broadcast Network.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson.
Have you ever thought about real estate investments or purchasing a home? Are you tired of dealing with the headaches of managing your real estate portfolio? Cornerstone Realty has you covered. We can advise you on anything real estate related. Your property, our priority. Cornerstone Realty and Property Management.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
H.C. Phillips & Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
And welcome back here to Nashville, Tennessee and Nashville Christian School. I'm Stan Gerard, the voice of TCA Athletics. Diamond Dave McCulley on assignment. Jay Cashin producing and directing. and a plethora of people on the camera tonight, apparently. Brad's up there now. We've had 2 different cameramen, and we had another one in the hole waiting to go in the game. It was interesting earlier here with people arriving late because of transportation issues, but we got it worked out. Mr. Resnick helped out and kept us in the game, got us going. Then Mr. White came in, our normal cameraman. And Nashville Christian now coming back out on the field. Here comes TCA getting ready to come on the field, so maybe we'll get started on time. Well, what's TCA going to have to do to get back in this game? Answer. First thing, we're going to take this kickoff and go down the field and score. I think it's key that we score on this opening drive and reestablish ourselves a little bit, give ourselves a little momentum. If we don't, that's going to make things extra tough because Nashville Christian's doing a great job controlling the ball and moving down the field effectively when they do. They're not running a huge, they're not throwing bombs at us, but they're managing the ball very well and surgically throwing the ball down the field on us and then mixing in those runs a little bit. And, that first touchdown set by that big run that Curtis had, they pulled has empty backfield and they ran a quarterback draw. Second time they run that. First time we stopped it. Second time it ran for a score. TCA is going to have to get on the board. We're going to have to quit having turnovers. We've had a turnover that led to 1 score, or is it 2 scores? And there's your difference in the ball game right there. It would have been a real tight nip and tuck game, except for the turnovers. TCA is going to have to find a way to shut down Curtis a little bit. We've sacked Curtis 3 times tonight, so we have gotten good pressure on him at times. And so their lines. Curtis has taken very few sacks this year, very, very few. And for him to be sacked 3 times in one game says something. We've done a good job putting pressure on him, but they've completed a couple of great passes. To be honest, Curtis is throwing some dimes tonight. He's doing just what perhaps the number 1 rated quarterback in the country should be doing. And he's signed for Georgia, so my Miss Peggy will be happy with that. And folks, I'm sorry if I have not been able to say hellos to anybody tonight or acknowledge all of you great folks, but doing the broadcast kind of by myself, it makes it difficult to do those kind of things. And my computer's only about 30 seconds behind. That's pretty good, Jay. Not bad. Not much latency there, if that's the right word. But Nashville Christian will kick off to start the second. Both teams are out on the field warming up. We've done a nice job controlling T.J. Ward. He's had 2 15-yard runs. Otherwise, he's been held to 1-1 and -5. T.J. Ward with only 35 yards. Curtis with 84 on 7 carries, and that includes 3 sacks. Grigsby has been the favorite receiver, number 7. He's got 5 for 35. So he's got 33 on the season, and he's over the 500-yard mark. Zane Crampton's up to 434. Drew Lowe is over the 400-yard mark now. Brian Holt is at 343. And T.J. Ward has gone over the 300-yard mark in receptions tonight. He had that 29-yard touchdown out of the backfield, but they've got receptions of 29, 15, 27, 31, 10, 7 for a touchdown, and 8. So they've really just surgically sliced through us and they've been a surgeon. He's been a surgeon at work is what he's been. Tonight is Mr. Curtis. No doubt he will probably be Mr. Football for the 2nd time in a row. We have a rare opportunity to have a 2-time Mr. Football winner here, and an even rarer opportunity to have 2 of the 3 Mr. Football finalists back this year as well. I expect the young man from Tipton Rosemark to be back as well. But this, the the money's already in the bag, and Curtis is going to win Mr. Football, no question about it. And it's well deserved that he wins it. But we've still got 24 minutes of football to play. The fat lady has not sung yet, and I've not given up hope on these TCA Lions, and we're going to get after it and get back into this ball game. And that's the bottom line. TCA will receive this kickoff to open the second half of play. And we're underway. High, deep kick. And it goes in the end zone. Fans thought it was touched inbounds, but it was not. It was in the end zone. And TCA will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20. Well, Jay, like we said earlier, we don't have to abandon the run right now, but we at least need to run our normal offense and get a score on this drive and see what happens. We can mix in the pass and the run. I don't want to abandon the run game yet and just go strictly to the air, because that would put us in a bad situation. But combine the run with the pass, and we can get a score on this first series of plays. And I think TCA is going to be in a good position. It's going to keep us in the ball game. Trips to the top. Atwood back to pass. He's going long, going left, and overthrown at the 40. Gabe Leith says he was held. Let's see if we can see that again. He was guarded by his opposite number. That's kind of, they did throw the flag. They did throw the flag. That was, you saw it. If you saw on that replay, you saw where he lowered his head into him, extended his arms out and lowered the head. I never saw the guy throw the flag. Coaching staff getting after the official there, but don't know why you're doing that, up by 20 points. So TCA with a 1st and 10 at the 35. And there, I just did not see the flag. I've got old man eyes. Hank up the middle, big yards. Bulldozes his way for 10 yards. So Hank Miller running hard. 7 carries, 38. And TCA with another first down. Look at, the guy went low. The guy did all he could, and Hank just ran over him. So TCA with the ball at 46. Give him 11 on that play. Cowbells are ringing here at Nashville Christian. You thought we were down in Mississippi somewhere. Motion to the, and Laundry is on the field. False start against TCA. The ball moved. Kendall moved the ball slightly, and we went, and the ball didn't. The ball stopped. So it's 1st and 15. Coming on the 11-minute mark, TCA, benefit of a couple of penalties. Here's got the ball at the 40-yard line of TCA. First and 15. Two down, two up on their line. Atwood, back to pass, long, deep, and intercepted. Let's see it again. Gabe wants it. Gabe wants interference. Can you give that to me one more time with about 10 yards to go? We'll let you folks here decide. That's a nice interception, but I can see where you can make a case for pass interference there. I can see where Gabe had a point on it, but it was also a nice play by the defensive back. And so the drive is stalled. Handoff up the middle. yards. And the tackle by Lake Helton. Pickup of 13 on the play. TJ Ward, 6 carries, 48. Trips to the top of the screen. Curtis back to pass, pressured, steps up, and overthrown. Good defense by TCA on the play. And the ball just overthrown by about 5 yards. We're putting a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough. We're doing a better job tonight of putting pressure than we did in the game 2 years ago, because we've gotten some sacks, but we still need more. Curtis back to pass again. Cut across the middle, it's complete. Across the 50, Grigsby breaks a tackle. And Helton with the initial stop. 13-yard pickup for Grigsby. Six for 48. Folks, don't forget tomorrow we'll have basketball for you. TCA and Southside at noon. I'll take the air just before tip-off on that ball game. Pressure. And tackle at the 40-yard line. He's going to pick up very close. Now going to be short with the first down on the run from Curtis. He's got 94 yards on 8 carries, net yards. Second and 1. $93 yards make that. For those of you like Freddie Garrett who are scoring this game at home. Handoff. Oh, he did a great job following his blockers, and he's gone. One man to beat. 40 yards on the score to TJ Ward. Watch this play again. I want you to see how he did it. Couldn't get the replay. He went up the middle, followed his blockers, and then took a 45-degree cut, went right, and wide open out there, and he goes 40 for the score. Extra point up and good. (34-7). Nashville Christian leading TCA. 8:37 to go. We're back after this.
Premier Dental Center offers compassionate, high-tech dentistry for every member of your family. Our experience and use of advanced technologies gives you a higher level of care in general, cosmetic, and sedation dentistry. Call 731-300-3000 for an appointment at any of our 4 locations in Jackson, Bells, Milan, and Lexington. Visit Premier Dental Center for a game plan for a winning smile.
Creating smiles and building confidence. Premier Dental Center.
And a TCA turnover turns into points again for Nashville Christian. They now lead 34-7 in this game. And Nashville Christian about to kick off. Kick goes into the end zone. And TCA will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20. Well, Nashville Christian's done a great job of pinning us deep in our own territory. I can't think of too many drives where we had the ball in good field position to start a drive. Most of them have been deep in our own territory to start. That's a credit to Nashville Christian, just able to pin us back, and weren't able to follow up on the plays that we had. 1st and 10, TCA, 8:37 to go. Not over with, but getting critical. Back to pass, Atwood, floater out there, caught. Hank Miller's going to pick up 3 after a nice defensive play. Jay, we're being told from some people that looking at, you know, how opposite field replay can always be a nice thing, that after our score, it was a fumble on Nashville Christian. They didn't call. They said you could see a lot more clear from the other side, but unfortunately, we're not able to take that one back. Miller in the backfield, motion. Atwood going to keep it. First down and more. Run, big guy, run. First down for the Lions. He's across midfield. 25, 27. Make that a 24-yard run for Atwood. But still a first down. That's the first time Owens broke out all night. Need a couple more of those. Motion to the bottom. Back to pass. Looking. Dump. Overthrown. Out of bounds. Using Hank as a safety valve. He just need to get rid of that ball. Yeah, they brought good pressure from the left side, or from their right side, our left, you know, from the outside in, and really just forced the early throw there by Atwood. Still at the half, USJ leading 24-0. Atwood cuts up the middle. He's going to pick up about 4. And their crowd's hooping and hollering about something. I don't think we got a good, yeah, we did. We got a good spot. Only picked up that 3. He's got 9 carries for 40 yards. Officials, I've seen a few missed, but that's okay. We've given away a lot more than they've missed. 2-by-2. Pressure, got to get rid of it early. And let's see that one again. Watch Cam Harden. He's your bottom of your screen. That should be an offensive pass interference, probably. We were lucky on that one. Well, TC's got to go for it here on 4th down. At this point, you've got nothing to lose. Well, Atwood back to pass. Dump. He gets the first down. Yes, sir. Look at him move the pile, his own Atwood. 10 yards on the reception. 3 for 18. Hank Miller moves piles. he moves piles. First down, Lions. It'll be 2-by-2s again. Two down, two up on their defensive front four. That's a lateral. That's a 4-yard pickup for Hank Miller. That is officially goes down as a rush. Ball went backwards. 8 for 43 is Hank. That was a good play. Made something out of nothing. It's going to be second and a short 7 or a long 6. Short 7. Motion. Low snap. And Atwood could never get a handle on it. That play blowing up at the very beginning by the low snap. TCA is going to lose 7 on the play. Yeah. Not much we could do about that. Third and 14. Third down play, big play here for the Lions. Got to make up a chunk of yards. Pressure. Pressure. Incomplete. Fourth down, we'll go for it. The outside pressure from the trailing man is what blew that play up. He heard footsteps, had to get rid of it, and was just able to throw the ball away. So it'll be fourth down and 14. Everything pivots on this play. Atwood back to pass. And they're saying it's intercepted. Yeah, the receiver fell down, and the ball intercepted by number 21 for Nashville Christian, Bryson Holt. And Nashville Christian back in business at their own at the midfield at the 50-yard line. Pump fake, pressure, get him! He took his helmet off during the game. Let's see that one again. Look at that. Keep after him. Well, where are they going to call? Do what? Yeah. Yeah, his helmet's he's got to come out of the game. Jay just pointed out his helmet comes off. He must come out of the game for one play. Still got to come out of the play. Where they call it a dual penalty, offsetting penalties, but still the helmet came off. He's got to come out. And they're not making him come out of the game. Well, let's protect him. It's kind of like this one commercial I see on Facebook where the guy goes, run up the middle, Breaks tackles. What a run. He's gone. 50 yards for the touchdown. TJ Ward. That's 90 yards on his last 2 rushes and 2 scores. And it's now, well, they haven't put the touchdown on the board, have they? I thought he was gone. No, they. I'm a little confused here. Now they've got it correct. Here they're going with their gimmick play again. It's 40-7. And why they just don't line up and play is beyond me. Unsportsmanlike on them. That's got to be after play. That should move this back. They'll enforce it on the kickoff. Providence Christian has gotten on the board against USJ. It's 24-6, 9:12 to go in the fourth quarter. And the extra point is good, 41-7. Nashville Christian with the lead, 3:31 to go in the third. We're back after this.
H.C. Phillips and Son, trucking, excavating, and heavy truck and trailer repair.
And we're back here at Nashville, Tennessee. I've been wanting to say that all night. Nashville Christian leads TCA 41-7. Jackson Christian was knocked off by this Nashville Christian team last week. TCA had their chances, but turnovers, like our 2 earlier season losses, turnovers have been a big part of this game. Not the only part, but it's been a good part of this game. Well, TCA should get the ball in great field position. Our boys going to be back at the 15 or so yard line. And we're about to have the kickoff here. Going to take you on the run at the 27. Atwood gets to the outside. Nice tackle, though. And that is taunting. That is taunting on the guy making the tackle right at the TCA bench. That's a flag. He breaks the outside. And watch number 3 here. As he sits down, turns straight to the TCA bench, and does that. When I tackled somebody, Jay, I act like I'd made a tackle before. I put him down and then walked back to the huddle. I didn't feel a need to thump my chest. TCA with the ball. Miller, short gain, if any. They plugged it up right up the middle. No gain, maybe a half-yard loss. We'll call it no gain. It's 4th and 10 and a half. And we still have another quarter to go. Atwood, pass, caught. 6-yard pickup by Lake Helton with his first catch of the night. 391 yards and 24 catches for Lake Helton on the season. That's a nice season. Got 6 touchdowns. And a timeout on the field. We'll take one with them. We're back after this.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Hey, Foundation Bank's been a great sponsor of TCA Athletics, Jay, now for a long time. I always say, call these folks up, tell them you appreciate the sponsorship, but more importantly, go spend some money with them. They'll appreciate it. 3rd and 4 for TCA. Well, they've got the noisemakers here. They do at that. Motion, run. And blammo. They read that play perfectly. Let's see that again. Yeah. He came through so quick we couldn't get the replay up on it. That's just a great defensive play there. It'll be 4th and 10 for TCA. See people videotaping the game. I wonder why they do that when they've got a nice broadcast production company here for Nashville Christian. Do a great job with their home games. I've watched a few of their broadcasts for time out on the field. I'm sure it's taken by TCA. We'll take one with them. We're back after this. Different when I played, Jay, and we our game film was on 16 millimeter. Whole lot different back in the old days. Well, 4th down for TCA. And we're going to punt. He's got a line. The TCA play till the whistle blows. And some smart mouthing coming from the Nashville Christian bench. Well, to say the natives are not happy is an understatement. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Jay, let's take another break. We're back after this.
Hi, I'm Stan Gerard for your local Food Right. Food Right is the home of the butcher. Food Right is proud to sell certified Angus beef. It's the very best there is. All of our beef, signature pork, and chicken products are cut and packed fresh daily by our in-store butchers. To feed your family well, Food Right, with 11 locations across West Tennessee, is where you need to go. Have a great day, everyone, and much more importantly, God bless.
And we're back with the fourth quarter. Spread formation for Nashville Christian, up 41-7. Pump fake, back to pass, long and incomplete. Wide open, overthrowing him. And again, you're up 41-7. Why are we throwing 40-yard bombs with your starting quarterback? Tried to run. Small pickup, tackled by Hank Miller. Hank, well, Jay, I see what's happening here. The game's kind of gotten out of hand. Nashville Christian's not taking any of their people out. We can't take any of our people out. And it's getting frisky. Five-man front for TCA. Intercepted, TCA! Go, Hank, go! Go, Hank, go! No, that's not Hank, that's a... Who was that? Sam the Bam Davis. Let's see it, yes. He runs like Hank because they're cousins. It's a miracle. Hey, I'll take it. The great one is only human. Ain't going to be so easy in the SEC. Well, the scoreboard may be leaning heavily against us, but we're not quitting. We cut in, the ball went out. So Nashville Christian, we intercept the ball and then we give it right back to them. Folks from Oxford, Mississippi checking in. And it'll be 1st and 10 on about the 4. Power eye. First time we've seen this. They're going to hand it off. And pick up about 7 on the play. $144 on 9 carries. First and 10. Jackson, or I'm going to have to start tip jar. And ball thrown to 11. He dropped it. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Here's a snap. Curtis back to pass. Facing some pressure. Well, the coach got took out, but they caught the ball at the 27-yard line. Hey, Jay, why is the clock running? That ball was out of bounds. That's not a 35-point game. Oh, it's 30. That's right. I'm still old school thinking it was 35. Handoff. Pickup of 6. 2nd and short for Jackson Christian. And a Nashville Christian, a lineman, he's going to have to go out of the game. You should have put a tip jar out here, brother. You made some money tonight. You're not going to take it out of my check, are you? Thanks. You're a pal. Yeah, it's a 30-point difference, not 35 like the old days. That's why we got a running clock. Second and short, Nashville Christian ball. Up the middle to the outside. And out of bounds, tackled by Gabe Lee. And they're across midfield. There's still some hitting going on here, Jay. Watch this one more time. Did he just step on him? Kind of. You could have made a play. It's not worth it. Oh, they did call it. They did call it. Personal foul. Huh? That's still, it's unsportsmanlike dead ball. And timeout's been called. With that, we'll take one with them. We're back after this.
The efficiency of any irrigation system depends on the quality of the well. In western Kentucky, Tennessee, and southern Illinois, this can be a problem because the water is deeper in these areas than it is on the west side of the Mississippi River. To be effective in installing these deeper wells, Mid-Valley Irrigation has invested in a test well rig for deep wells. The test well is invaluable in telling the driller where the screen should be placed, how deep the water is, and what screen and gravel pack should be used. A test well is relatively inexpensive and can give us a lot of information about water on your farm. Take the guesswork out of deep well drilling and call us today.
Wesley Freeman, I'm like you. I'm old school. I was thinking it was still 35 for some reason. Brett, you're right, but I'm old school. I'm still old school, Brother Brett. You know, Brett Lewis, when he sits there and has a ball cap on, it's kind of tipped upwards. He almost looks like, what was that? Jerry Reed. If he only had a guitar in his hands, he could, go plucking down the field. Like coming this game, he could have been singing Eastbound and Down. And it'll be 1st and 10 here with 5:24 to go in this contest. Rolling clock. They'll start back when the ball is snapped. Still 41-7, still with their first team in the game. Long pass, incomplete. Horns coming from the TCA sideline. It is what it is. 2nd and 10. Young man's got a cannon for an arm. That's for sure. Got a lot of talent. He'll be, unless something changes, he'll be at Georgia next year. Probably be there in the spring. Two by two. Little snap. He's going to run, taken down. And that's behind the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. And it'll be 3rd and 9. Well, we're not quitting, that's for sure. We may be losing, but we're not quitting. Third and 9, Nashville Christian. They'll advance to the state championship game. Blitz. Oh, he gets away from it. Oh, that ball hit the ground. He made like he caught that ball. He made like he caught that ball. Let's see it again. They pulled off of him. Hank says, I'm sorry. I'll buy you a soft drink after the game. And Nashville Christian, for the first time tonight, and I believe only the 9th time all year, is going to punt the football. Basketball tomorrow. Tip-off is at noon, TCA and Southside. Oh, this is their second punt of the night. High, short kick. And a fair catch. And the chicken scratch is still going on a little bit. 2:26 and the ball's and the clock is counting. I've got a comment, but I've got to leave it to myself, Jay. Probably best. If it was back in my college days, I would have run with it. Flag against TCA. They'll move the ball back, and we'll have it 1st and 10 at the 20. No, Stephen Cruz, I'm not going to comment because I've seen some things, plenty of things I could have commented off the team in the dark uniforms that I did not comment on. So forward pass, incomplete. So there's the answer to that question. It'll be 2nd down. Okay, let's Jay, I'll tell you what, there's some good officiating going on. Referees are killing as much time as they can with the clock running because they recognize this is getting a little sparky out there. So they're just letting as much time run off as they can before they send them back to play. That's not bad officiating. 2nd and 10. Long and right. And incomplete. Well, 43 seconds left in the season for the Lions. (31-12). USJ PCA is driving at the 3. Quarterback's going to keep it, going around the end, does not get in. And our pass is incomplete. And now bring up 4th down, and this ball game is over. Your final score, Nashville Christian 41, TCA 7. We'll take a short timeout and a very short post game, and we're back after this 30-second timeout.
Believe in family. Believe in your fellow man. Believe in daddy-daughter dances, home-cooked meals, and bedtime stories. Believe in honesty and an honest day's work. Believe that love and faith make the world a better place. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
Call Farm Bureau agent Travis Vance at 731-661-0102 or see him at 285 North Parkway in Jackson. And we're back. The final score, Nashville Christian advances to the state championship game with a 41-7 win over TCA. That game will be 2 weeks from Thursday. A week from Thanksgiving. No sense giving you the stats and all that sort of good stuff. We know what those are. I will simply end this by saying, senior number 0, Owen Atwood. Senior number 5, Sawyer Lee. Senior number 13, Landon Smith. Senior number 22, Hank Miller. Senior number 54, Ethan Kaufman. And senior number 25, big Kendall Boyle. 2, 3, 4, 5. These 6 young men gave it their all for 4 years for Trinity Christian Academy, and we thank them very much. On a side note, Hank Miller's been like a son to me. Love him very much. He's going to do big things in college. Gabe Lee going to do big things. All these seniors are going to do big things. And I'm proud to have been calling their games for these last 4 years. It's been a glorious 4 years and a great season for the TCA Lions. They will finish it at 10-3. They'll be one of the top 3 teams in the state and in a good position to start and to get ready for next season. With that, on behalf of my producer, Jay Cashin, on behalf of Bradley White, our cameraman, for the voice of TCA Athletics, Diamond Dave McCulley, it's been my privilege and pleasure to bring you TCA football all season long. I'll see you tomorrow, tip off at noon for TCA basketball. And until then, good night, and much, much more importantly, God bless everyone.